a little bit about, like you just said, documentary style, and that is one style that is so common in all the films that you guys have made together. I I have always wondered whenever I'm watching Tangerine or the Florida Project, is there a script? Like, do
Yes.
you write it, or is it just like things are happening because it's portrayed like that?
Yes, definitely. We had a script from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
But the script, the interesting thing about the script is we never lock the script. For example, like if you go to all the productions, everybody have a locked script. So they just follow the script from the beginning to the end. But our process is so different. We will go in, have a full script, and we started doing interviews with the local community we want to make film with. For
Mm,
example, Tangerine, right? So we went in there. Sean started to interview like Maya and Kiki, with their own stories, and we like fresh out the script based on their own stories. So
mm,
we adding their stories into the script. So that's not just like we didn't just go out and set the story. We basically like have we change the story, we change the script every day. We encounter different difficulties. For example, if tomorrow we cannot get a restaurant, what we're going to do? So we have to come with a new idea. We say, okay, well, we're not going to the restaurant, then we're going to keep on walking. So
mm,
in that sense, we always improvise,
mm.
even with the set script.
And
And
if,
a
sorry,
lot
if
of time
the
you
case,
actually have better results
yeah.
because you're so fluent. You are not set with one thing. You let like little accident happen, but a lot of happy accidents on the way.
Especially the kids part, wherever they are, playing with each other or eating ice cream or going here and there and just, saying things like, will you marry me? It just felt very impromptu. And,
Mhm.
so I was wondering, how did that kind of get into the script? I mean, these are like very real conversations. So how can you script it was the question I always have when I watch your films.
Well, a lot of time we encourage the actors to improvise.
Right.
For example, when we work with the kids, we kind of have to rehearse everything step by step because they are kids. You can't
Mm,
really expect
yeah.
them to do too much. So we'll have the acting coach. Uh, she will lead the kids go through all the process, and then when they are familiar with all where they have to be, and then when we start the take, we'll ask them to, okay, well, now you know where to go, so you can just pretend you're playing and then say whatever you like to say.
Yeah.
So first take we'll stick with the script, and then the second and third take we'll ask them to, well, do
Ah,
whatever
very interesting.
you like. And then in the editing room we can pick and choose, right? Whatever is natural, whatever is good. So editing actually does a lot of magic too.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the fundraising journey of the first film, which is Takeout. Right? You both co-directed it, but
Wow.
this very first, and so how does that sort of go about? And especially when you are choosing such a different style to shoot it.
Mhm.
And even with Tangerine, for that matter, going and telling investors that, I'm going to be shooting it an iPhone. How was that experience, convincing people to fund the film? Both
Yeah.
films, actually,
Well,
Takeout and Tangerine.
with takeout, we actually only spent $3,000.
Hmm.
So we did not go out to ask people and
Okay.
for money. We just kind of, money is out of our pocket.
Hmm.
And a lot of time, I think that's the best way to go. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't need permission. You don't need anybody tell you, okay, you are good to go. You can greenlight your own project. You know,
Right.
So I think that would be the best scenario. Just come up with your money, or you can find your collaborator, who's happy to just work on the project for free and
Hmm.
kind of build on your portfolio that way.
Hmm.
And then the Tangerine, the money was mainly from Duplass brother
Okay,
because
yeah, correct. They
Sean
both
met
come up.
them.
Hmm.
Yeah, Sean met them at the Woodstock Film Festival when
Hmm.
his film Prince of Broadway was there.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So they expressed to Sean like, oh, I would love to fund your film. If you have any good idea, you can pitch to us. So
That's
that's how
yeah.
that. But that film is only $100,000
Right.
because
Right.
that was their model. They think
Right.
the budget cannot exceed $100,000 because that's how you can make your money back.
Right.
So, and the idea to shoot with iPhone is not because we wanted to shoot with iPhone, just because the budget was so small. We're
Mm,
trying to figure out, wait, how can we shoot a film with $100,000? So
right.
that was the solution, iPhone.
My question was along the lines of keeping the writer's vision in mind as a producer when they first start out. Um,
Mhm.
how do you as a producer kind of feel like you could ensure a writer's creative vision is respected while keeping in mind budget, commissioning, things that you
Mhm.
have to think about in a broader scope? And
Mhm.
if there are limitations that a writer has to face, how does one handle those conversations? Is it easy to do, or is it step by step?
Mm. But that's a difficult question. Let me think. Um,
Sorry.
no, we do. We did encounter a lot of difficulties. Because with the small budget, they
Mhm.
just the limitation is like you can't imagine anything could be like you cannot get a real cup, you cannot
Yeah.
like that sort of thing. So you do have to like how to have that conversation. Usually you just kind of let things go, or like keep on working on it. For example, I think on the Red Rocket, like we want a real cop car, right, to
Mm,
come to set. And at the last scene, I don't know if you guys saw the film, but in
mm,
the last scene they have like a chaos, so they were like cop car outside and everything. So I remember trying to get the real cop car to come, and
Mhm.
we worked for like probably 2-3 weeks, but
mm,
it just didn't come through. So in the end, we have the lighting, the gaffer, our lighting person, just one person. He's like a genius. He came out with the light, so we just kind of had the light outside
Right.
and
Yeah.
Oh,
put in design editing, so you got a cop car. So
It's
you always have creative way to solve the problem, and actually that's like every challenges become your adventure, because you have to figure out a way to make it work. So
right.
it's kind of more like a problem solving
mm,
Right.
situation.
Right.
So we actually treat every challenge as like a problem solving.
And the team works together, whatever
Yeah.
needs to be done. Yeah.
Usually we
Yeah.
have a very small team. Like Tangerine, we have 6 people. At
mm,
Red Rocket, we have 10 people on set.
Hmm.
mm.
So I think
Okay. So
with the
your writer
small,
needs to be on the ball with that, like kind of just keep going and changing.
yeah, you
Yeah.
just have to keep on going and try alternate way to
Sure.
for
Yeah.
the problem. Yeah,
So that's exciting also, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. You figure out something like right there,
Yeah.
and everything is you kind of like create a different
Yeah.
look, or you have a different
Yeah.
elements you put in your film, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's better.
Great. Adrenaline. Thank you so much.